No, you isn't gonna sit here and just watch me smoke a cigarette. I speak to those who speak to me. You is in the bushes, you can stay in the bushes. You just say hello. You just watch me to other people come in. Down either you can come back when I'm talking to people, or you can sit there until someone comes in the chat room and whatever the case may be. You already know who I am. There is no need for me to introduce myself to you guys because you know I'm ratchet. You know I'm a ratchet host. You know all that shit. So you four people, you just wait too. So oh, what is she watching? The damn rain. Is that okay? That is fine. It is just had to be fine. Hey, Eric, how was you? Well, honey, it's Indy. Hey, honey, how's everything going? Hey, Tina, how's everything? Look at my face, it's breaking out. See it? Well, we as going to talk, you already know that about this extra bullshit. You know, now there's a fucking upload about Chelsea. The shit is never ending. So, you know, my thing is this. I put some uploads out there too, get some stuff off of people's video. And, you know, it is basically, you can't get over it, you can't get around it. If we go listen enough, long enough, we will know what happened to at a party that night. There is no other way around the shit now. We hear in that man's voice, he was there. We hear that shit. He was there. Okay, like he said, YouTube may not know, the FBI may not know, the police may not know that I was there. So, and we know, look at this shit buffering. There is no reason for me to buffer. If you guys is buffering, you need to let me know. If you guys is buffering, you need to let me know when you get a buffer and put a one in the comments. Because according to this shit, it looked like it is buffering. It is okay because, bitch, I have my own videos I play down. I have my own videos I play down. We is going to hear the war. And like I say, a lot of people may have already heard this, and maybe some haven't. It is just as simple as that. Why would someone come on? You know, there was a question. Why would someone come on YouTube and brag about these or whatever the case may be? Because they doesn't think they is going to get caught. You guys didn't tell me you couldn't hear me.
I think it's time my son feeling bitchy. I've been too nice, too long. Yep, it's definitely time I get nasty. Pay attention. This one I'm most dangerous. Eulogy. You two don't know. The police don't know. The feds don't even know. Cause one thing soon they will never know. You'll never know I was there.
Let's hear that part again. What is it that YouTube, the feds, and the police doesn't know?
Pay attention. This one I'm most dangerous. Eulogy. You two don't know. The police don't know. The feds don't even know. Cause one thing soon they will never know. You'll never know I was there. This one I'm most dangerous. Eulogy. You two don't know. The police don't know. The feds don't even know. Cause one thing soon they will never know. You'll never know I was there. I won't deny it. I'm a straight rider. Don't wanna fuck. Got the police.
So, as you say, Big Boss, one thing the police would never know, one thing YouTube would never know, one thing the feds would never know. You say that out of your own mouth. You say that out of your own mouth. You talk too much. You talk too much. That part. Now, from the video I played the other day, like I said, from his own mouth while he was in jail, his Range Rover, and the van was parked outside of Teresa's house. So when he want to put other people there, who really knew these people before all this happened? Seems to me he knew these people. He knew these people. He knew these people. It doesn't matter. He said out of his own mouth while I was in jail, my Range Rover. He said the shit himself. If we listen long enough, if you watched, I know some it was horrible, too much for some people. My thing is this: you was able to find out what happened. Only thing that he did was change the narrative, change the story, change the people. That is all he really did. When you think about it, he tell us in certain details in certain areas what happened. She was beat to death. She was beat to death. She was beat to death. There is no other way to look at it. Mainly when he tells the story. The sad part about the whole shit is this go on all last year. Straight drop. I doesn't know how you was able to keep this fly off your shit. For real. I doesn't know how the fuck you did it for 365 days plus fucking more. This is crazy. Every time we turn around, he get new followers. We is gonna be put in the Grand Plaza. Angel, listen, I doesn't care. My thing is this: I doesn't want to be put with Kendra Coleman, Kendra, Kanika Jenkins, Kanika Harris, Teresa, none of those motherfuckers. I understand you was trying to get your part out that this is the person's name. I doesn't want to be associated with none of the shit. And I'm tired of being put there. That is it. I'm tired of the shit. A lot of people, oh, he put everyone there. Yes, this is true, but I'm with the first bunch. So when the first bunch was put there, we wasn't put there in a pleasant place. We wasn't made to feel pleasant. We was stalked. We was bullied. It is a lot of shit that happened to us. We was treading all type of shit. I don't know what a lot of you went through, whatever the case may be. But I may have made jokes about all that shit. But at the end of the day, the shit wasn't funny. It wasn't funny because this person was really having people go look at people's addresses, go get people's information. It wasn't anything that he did. He had people working for him. Yes, I doesn't, my thing, Angel, is I wasn't the fuck there. I doesn't want to be associated with being there. I doesn't give a fuck who, oh, we believe. I doesn't give a fuck. It may be someone that doesn't believe that I wasn't there. I keep trying to tell you guys, I'm on camera, so it doesn't matter. My face has already been seen. Straight Drop face has already been seen. Logic face has already been seen. T Night, Chosen King, Lovely the Great, whoever the really Von. A lot of people faces has already been seen. So we out in the streets, out somewhere in public. Oh, you was the one who was over in snatching babies. I doesn't give a damn at this point what her name was. It could be Scratch Your Mama's ass. For real. I just say, I know that may be wrong to say, but it could be. Scratch your mama's ass. I really doesn't give a fuck what a name is. My whole thing is I wasn't there. My whole thing is now for us who is, here on you to prove he was there. Keep making your videos, keep making your uploads, keep refreshing people's memory. Keep the people awake of what really happened to Kanika, Kendra, Anisha, whoever the fuck. I never see hear a story of one person with all these names and she died multiple ways. What do you mean, Sakina? Let's go back to the lawyer. He said she died from hypothermia in the freezer. Well, let's go back to Teresa. She said she forgive the person who take her child's life. So, this girl come back from the dead. I'm just trying to figure this shit out. She died in a freezer from hypothermia that wasn't even on. I'm just saying, trying to figure this shit out. Him, on the other hand, comes and tell us how this girl was beat severely. She was beat to death. Bone, her mouth was smashed because those was his words. Soon as we find that video, we is going to collaborate that one together too. Her mouth was smashed. It's worse. He showed us the injuries before Teresa come out with that. Look what they do to my baby. What really happened? That is where it's really starting to get, oh, this was a psyop. No, this nigga was not on YouTube for a motherfucking psyop. He wasn't making all the noise that he was making for a fucking psyop. Okay? That part. you know, as the stories get changed, it is like you think, oh, is it real? Is it something happened at that whether it be at that hotel, something happened somewhere to somebody. And if it was the girl that was inside the bedroom with Shemaya, we know her name is Shemaya, I guess. Is everybody sure that the friend name is Shemaya? She said, I haven't been outside in 3 years. Since whatever happened with a cop. So if they're saying the Rosemont police is involved too, with a cover up, well, we hear video from him yesterday. He was talking about he is a very important person. Headquarters called somewhere and said we have a very important person. Doesn't let a scratch get on him. Maybe we need to collaborate that together. Hold on. Let's see. Remember what was said yesterday. Let's go. See what was said yesterday. Yes. See, you run your mouth too much, man. Real, you was over fucking with me. I said, these motherfucking people. Well, I'm gonna tell you, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. We isn't getting justice for no one. Because they isn't telling the truth. How is you gonna get justice for something they isn't telling the truth about? You can't get justice without a truth. I said that a while ago. How is you gonna get justice without no truth? Hell, with proof, Teresa is sitting there allowing them to say her daughter died from hypothermia. Oh, she has no proof. Well, if she listened to this motherfucker long enough, she will have enough proof. The CIA should have some motherfucking proof on his ass. That part. Educational purposes. The sad part is this, yeah, that video is on my channel about her mom. Well, Angel, if you already did that, okay, you already did that, then I'm going to do it again because guess what? The people's memory need to be refreshing. That part. It keeps saying this person was there, that person was there, you was there, I was there. Then everyone's memory need to be refreshing. So
Range Rover you seen out there parked by Teresa's house. That van on them 26 you seen out there parked by Teresa's house. That was mine, man.
like I said, because he already fucking knew those people. What does that tell you?
That was mine, man. That was mine, man. That van on them 26 you seen out there parked by Teresa's house. That was mine, man.
And let me tell you something. When Golden come, try to get him to where, what was that van? Golden, what's the fuck on it? Where the fuck is Hurricane Golden? That is what the fuck her name need to be when she come back. Somebody need to get in touch with her and get back to that motherfucking van and where the fuck is that? What the fuck happened?
26 you seen out there parked by Teresa's house. Range Rover you seen out there parked by Teresa's house. That van on them 26 you seen out there parked by Teresa's house. That was mine, man. One person in that work release center. He from headquarters. Don't nobody let a scratch get on him. That Range Rover you seen out there parked by Teresa's house. That van on them 26 you seen out there parked by Teresa's house. That was mine, man. I'm sitting.
As I say, he already knew them, man. He already knew them. Did you hear what he said? He was in jail.
Out there parked by Teresa's house. That was mine, man. One person in that work release center. He from here.
You hear? He said.
One person in that work release center. He from headquarters. Don't nobody let a scratch get on him. That Range Rover you seen out there parked by Teresa's house.
So when he talk about everyone else, the DA, everyone else is the feds, everyone else is this, what the fuck did he just say out of his own fucking mouth?
One person in that work release center. He from here. One person in that work release center. He from headquarters. Don't nobody let a scratch get on him. That Range Rover you seen out there parked by Teresa's house. That van on them 26 you seen out there parked by Teresa's house. That was mine, man. I'm sitting in a work release center, man. A nigga ain't even put a scratch on my car. You better not touch it, bro. That was my choice sitting out there. I'm locked up. I got this choice sitting out here. I walk up out there, I ain't going to work. I'm hopping in a Range Rover, man. That's me, dude. Check the files. I'm gonna tell you his name at the end. I'm gonna give it all to you in smooth.
That's me, dude. Check the files.
Popping in a Range Rover, man. That's me, dude. Check the files. I'm gonna tell you his name.
He's telling you. He fucking telling you. He told you in it, or basically, while my shit was, I was in jail, my shit was in park in front of her house. Come on, niggas from the hood, you missed that shit. You missed that shit. You motherfuckers from the hood, you missed that whole shit. Hold on, nigga. What do you mean while you was in jail, your Range Rover? Wait a minute. You already knew them. Chosen didn't. If we can find that video of Chosen driving in that car, you can tell by his body language he didn't know this motherfucker.
Let a scratch get on him. That Range Rover, don't nobody let a scratch get on him. That fourth person in that work release center, he from headquarters. Don't nobody let a scratch get on him. That Range Rover.
And that coincide with what he said, the FBI, YouTube, the police. But hey, I doesn't give a fuck. We is going back down memory lane.
You seen out there parked by Teresa's house? That van on them 26 you seen out there parked by Teresa's house? That was mine, man. I'm sitting in a work release center, man. A nigga ain't even put a scratch on my car. You better not touch it, bro. That was my choice sitting out there. I'm locked up. I got these choices sitting out here. I walk up out there, I ain't going to work. I'm hopping in a Range Rover, man. That's me, dude. Check the files. I'm going to tell you his name at the end. I'm going to give it all to you and smooth it out. And I guarantee you going to holler at me, man. Nobody in Chicago can check my gangster, man. My jersey and the Raptors.
When they say his jersey, that I told you, your jacket, that is your background, whatever the case. He basically telling them, like, my jersey isn't a rapper. It's like a rapper. They can't really put anything out far as in that area. Tell too much about him. Fuck is you playing with? You was talking too much, like I said. Oh no, we isn't done. That is why I said this shit that he said here coincide. What the fuck he just said? No.
I think it's time I start. Too long. Yep, it's definitely time. This one I'm most dangerous. Eulogy. You two don't know. The police don't know. The feds don't even know. Cause one thing soon they will never know. You'll never know I was there.
Hmm.
You'll never know I was there. Never know. You'll never know I was there. Cause one thing soon they will never know. You'll never know I was there. You know. Don't know. The police don't know. It's dangerous. Eulogy. You two don't know. The police don't know. The feds don't even know. Cause one thing soon they will never know. You'll never know I was there. It's dangerous. Eulogy. You two don't know. The police don't know. The feds don't even know. Cause one thing soon they will never know. You'll never know I was there.
Exactly, Killer Cam. Exactly, Killer Cam. Exactly. Angel. I'm gonna say this to you. I'm coming a long way with this. Okay? And these videos that these uploads I'm putting out, they is coming from someone else's channel. They isn't coming from your channel though, but they is coming from someone else's channel. So the only thing that I am doing, since I am aware, since the other day I was placed back at a Crown Plaza again. Okay. Understand this may be from someone's video, from anyone's video. I am just refreshing the people's memory of things some people may have missed, some people may not know. That is it. That is it. That is it. So, it is one of those things right now, Angel. If you have certain information, if you have things, we all need to share it together. Oh, I'm gonna hold on to this video. No, we need to share it together. If one person can take it, collaborate it. This is a community thing now. It was already a community thing. I don't even want to say now. Like I said, while we was being put in there and dragged through the YouTube street, you were still over there. So there was a lot of things that you missed that was going on with us in this YouTube Kanika Jenkins community. You missed that. But there was things that we was dealing with in our emails, in our Gmails, whatever mail it could have been, messenger. We all need to go back to the beginning. That is where, and you can't even go back to Buford. Well, yes, no, I don't say no. You just gotta go to what you can catch. Period. For real. That is how it is. This is my thing. I'm gonna be put in there. I'm going to come across videos, whatever the case may be. I'm going to make uploads to prove to people who was really there. It doesn't matter to me. I am not intimidated by this or all this other shit that is going on. You will be an upload on a video. Seriously. I can make you in one day. Little time and patience, I can make you in one day. Okay, well, that is fine too. Like I said, if we want, we can collaborate videos, we can share videos. You can do your uploads, I do my uploads, whatever. I doesn't give a fuck. Who's seen what? Who doesn't know what? I doesn't know. I didn't know anything. I knew about the humanitarian, the Range Rover, but this part when what the police, the FBI, I didn't know anything about that till I see the video. Shout out to KPR. For real, man. People was on his ass, period. Okay, Terry, I want those videos of Chosen because you can see in Chosen's face, Chosen didn't know anything about who the fuck he was riding with. He didn't know anything about that shit. You can look at that man's face. If he knew these people personally, he had already been with them some point of time, as they claim around them at some point in time, as everybody, his body language would not have been that way. Jolson would have been more comfortable, more relaxed. Because his body would have been relaxed because he'd been around them before. This was first encounter, man. Like I say before, I was making jokes out of a lot of shit. This shit isn't funny anymore. Because what this bitch come to YouTube for? To distract everybody from the truth. He didn't come to empower people. He didn't come to make light of the situation. That isn't what he did. After a while, he was talking about killing people, kids. So what the fuck does that tell you? He was talking about what he would do to somebody's child. Everyone say, oh, stranger. No, that man didn't. Show sense to know he didn't. He was responding to what was being said to him. If you wasn't over there on Buford, whatever, you doesn't know shit. You just was watching beef go on. You doesn't know who started what. With the same tongue, yes. I was like, because when Christmas come, I thought, they say no good deed goes unnoticed. So Christmas come, I'm like, oh, he doing something good. Then when you hear the aftermath, you're like, oh my goodness. I'll go over there, open my big mouth, and that is real. Not, man, you should have shut up, sit back, watch what was going to happen. And these people talking about all this money, $4,000. So, hey, it is what it is now. It is like one of those things. Like, man, take that crowd plaster shit to motherfuckers who believe that shit. For real, you isn't gonna drag me in the middle of that shit. The same dudes, Straight Drop, Logic, T9, Chosen King, Mike, Larry, Hooky, all these people was going to jail. Mainly Straight Drop. He was the biggest one on the run. What I couldn't understand was this. How the fuck is he still going live? Oh, they got him under investigation under good microscope. Oh, 6 months go by, they still didn't come and investigate this nigga. Now, what they doesn't tell you, they take Mike Larry page, whatever happened with Mike Larry. He go start doing a whole nother page, start doing other things. Some people didn't give into them or what the fuck they were saying. Some of us did. Some of us did. That didn't mean, oh, that made us weak. That made those people say, nigga, I'm gonna stand up for myself. You wasn't putting me in the middle of no shit. Some of those people are like, oh, this is original crackhead with a phone who can go live. You rep in Chicago, and Chicago is motherfucking what do you call it? Transgender Sintra capital. Does I think that he did it? I mean, my thing is this. Yeah, he knows a lot that went down that night. That is my thing. He knows a lot that went down that night. That is all I can say. Hey Triska, You got to look at it like this. He knows a lot of details that went down that night before that picture comes out that Teresa said, look what they do to my baby. He was over there with a fucking pointer pointing to each and every injury that was done on her face. Her mouth was smashed, he said. Her nose, he said. Her eye, he said. This was way before that picture Teresa come. Teresa showed that picture. You looking at her mouth like, hold on. You looking at her nose and that like, wait a minute. What? Well, how did this nigga know this? Hmm. Hmm. Well, my thing is this. Those people who have those videos, you need to refresh the people's memory. And you need to have them think for a minute. How did he know in detail? If Chosen was so involved, how come Chosen was behind? Chosen was playing follow the leader, and who was the motherfucking leader? Him and Marco. Marco walked up the steps. He led the way inside a fucking hotel. He didn't miss a motherfucking turn. That part. Like I said, who on the motherfucking when I make the fucking inside plug, I say who the fuck accommodate Chosen around that fucking hotel? Who? Who showed Chosen how to get in areas that is off limit to the motherfucking public? You must well say. Because the kitchen wasn't working. It was under construction. So how is a freezer on in a fucking kitchen that is under construction? How is a freezer? What? There is nothing to put in the freezer. The kitchen isn't even being used. Exactly, Triska. We know who had their hand in the cookie jar, and it was Roberta. That is why Big Bubba is going to have his hand in your ass. You say it in your own words. I doesn't give a fuck. You say your shit was parked outside of Teresa's house while you was in jail. You knew them. You was at a party. You was there. Just like when she said, oh, she didn't say, hey, yo, what is this? She said, Rob, what is this? What the fuck he laughed behind that shit. You had to listen to when TRob somebody say to him, Shorty over there with two cups. He said, who what he's talking, who want two cups? Shorty over there. Okay. They can prove that you was there if you would have kept your fucking mouth shut because you talk too much. Yes, Big Bubba is going to have his fist up that nigga's ass, that part. I told you, they is going to use his ass for a human or washcloth, okay? Towel, he is going to be the soap picker upper. I'm telling you, pick up the soap, Roberta. They is going to take turns. He is going to be the human toilet, okay? That part. He may be in protective custody, so that may save his ass. I doesn't know who Kanika looks like because guess what? whoever that happened to, for real, poor soul. Because the sad thing about it is, she was with people she trusts. She was with people she trusts. And that tells me you can't trust no fucking body. I'm telling you, there is no way I will sit there while that lawyer sit there and say, "Oh, my child died from hypothermia." No, this is over. No, she did that. Someone killed my child. Okay? No. I doesn't want to hear she couldn't prove it. I doesn't want to hear that shit. I really doesn't. I really doesn't. You as a mother, as a mother, you fight for the death of your child. You doesn't give up. I doesn't give a fuck how it goes down. Your life is taken. Oh, she was trading. I know, man. That there isn't enough threats in this world, man. There isn't. You had to get me out of here because my child was murdered. Now these motherfuckers is threatening me, and I doesn't want Chicago PD. Know where I'm going. I doesn't want shit. No, put me somewhere protective custody somewhere. She was still out in the streets after her child died. They threatened her. She was at protests, the one she couldn't make it to. Man, we doesn't even know. That could be a story he find on the internet. Anisha and Ivan Flower. That could be a story he find or the people that was working for him find on the internet. Then he presented, bring it into the Kanika Jenkins case. Man, you doesn't know what was going on. He was twisting everything around. He was twisting everything around. Well, I'm going to tell you this. We is going to continue on playing our lives. We is going to continue on doing our lives. Uploads, you have anything you need from me to make a video, you'll send to my Gmail, no problem. Okay? Maria, send this shit to me. I doesn't have a problem with trying to put anything together. Yes, Tina, it is crazy. It is very crazy. I'm sick of it. He said straight drop and Logic was going to jail too. T Night, Joseph, me, they're really gone. Lovely. The whole YouTube was going to jail according to him. Hey, Miss Linda. So, according to him, everybody is either gonna die or they was there or they is going to jail. You pick your category you was going to be in. So who would like to come on the panel? Because if not, I'm going to end the show. And that is his real estate. You want to come on the panel, open panel, discuss this bullshit that is going on again. We can. If not, Sakina is going to go that part. Put a one in the chat if you want to come to. If you want to come to the panel, but this is my Gmail. Okay, so well, you guys, I'm gonna go for now. Um, get myself together, get me something to eat. Gotta go to work in the morning, so. Hey, Queen Catherine! Okay, well, you guys, I'm about to go. I'll talk to you another time when I come live again. Okay? That part. You guys have a safe, wonderful day. God bless you. Thank you for your support. Go do your own research on whatever. You put two and two together yourself. You know what happened. That part. I love you guys. See you later.